we sent you.
Yeah, that's Ali_Najad on Twitter, I think.
Yeah, what he's on Twitter. Sounds about right. I feel like he'd be just an Ali Najad, but
Oh, he might be.
I need to tell me he was very early on there.
Django Sravenov.
That's quite a nice hand. You're right. He's Ali_Najad. You knew.
I've been tweeting about you and him all day. Foie gras addict.
There we go. Yeah, that's me. I feel like it's about time I changed that Twitter handle. It's kind of, I don't know. We've moved on as a world since
to
then.
The Ducks, or
yeah, you know. You say, come more enlightened to the correct side of the world since then. But well,
oh, Turin.
I thought you said, I'm mad. I thought I heard the words all in.
80?
Which would be mad. Maybe there's an all in the table behind.
So even off with the Djangos, two of the looser players, Turin and Nakjavani, with the 8 and the King 9 off suit. King 9 off suit in very bad shape right now. Turin definitely stick around.
Yeah. It's a good flop for him, in theory, but when against kings, it means it's a bad flop for you.
Ivanov could go both ways,
Right.
actually, here. It's not unreasonable to check this holding in this situation. Obviously, you're basically hoping an ace doesn't come off.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of misses here. You're going to have a lot of Broadway combos that just don't want to put chips in. Balance that out by checking some of these hands. And Turin's shown a propensity to get busy. And you've also got to worry about Samam from the big blind with that range, including a little bit of this board. Big chips coming out. A small bet, very small, 65 into 300,000. So you can understand.
Looks like going to have a click raise here, James.
Yeah, I can understand this. You kind of want to protect it. Yeah. Even I'm still going to bet this flop pretty broadly. I gave a whole load of reasons why we're going to check sometimes, but
yeah,
if he is going to bet, he can bet small often. And
the idea of Nakjavani plotting larceny here is kind of funny, but when it does eventually get back to Ivanov, as I assume it may do you just have to buckle up now against a player like Turin, who you've seen play the kinds of hands he plays? You just got to put on the big boy pants.
Yeah, you bet small enough that, you know, some weekends. And someone actually thinking about doing something here.
I guess he's thinking I can really represent the 10. If I put it in another bet, I can pure rep it.
I thought he was just sort of posturing here, but it looked like he was about to put some chips in the middle.
Would be a bold strategy, Cotton.
Well, it'll work.
Look at that face! Oh my god, I love this guy.
Oh! David.
We are playing poker.
He clicks it back on him.
Ivanov.
435. Ivanov. He's throwing up in that hoodie.
Just in the bin.
It was all going all right. You raise, got 2 calls. You bet. You even got a raise from Turin, which you're not unhappy with. You're thinking, okay, I can call.
The guy with 2% has found a line to make you fold your 98% hand.
Yeah. It's the fact that these two have got 2.5 million for Samam. And about the same for Turin behind. There's 2 big stacks going at it. It's like, how well do my kings fare up when they're 2-betting and 3-betting this board? And the answer is, David, not very well at all. We can see he's 87%. But there's no way he can realistically think his kings are good here. You think, okay.
Well, he's wondering if there's flush draws, I suppose. That's and he's thinking about how loose these guys are. And he's thinking, okay, well, maybe someone's got a flush draw and maybe Turan has nothing.
It's possible. It's never impossible that you're ahead, but balance of probabilities, it's just very hard to be good here.
Remember the dynamics of this table. We were pre-warned by our producer Milbudas. These guys have been absolutely wild
Yep.
for a couple of hours here. He's been watching that. He's probably not one of those guys. He's been relatively tight compared to them, but he's been watching it.
Yeah. And
You're
you know,
right.
he
It's
did,
just so gross.
he did bet very small on the flop, but I just, yeah, I just think he's got to fold.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just like if Turin sniffs it out, it's sort of wild, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I think he may be putting himself in a situation where he thinks, well, I think I had Turin, but when someone comes clicking out the big blind afterwards. And again, Turin, I think, just posturing. He may decide, like you're saying, oh, maybe I'm up against a draw here and stick around. But those 8s become very hard to play as you continue down the streets if you do that, because, well, what are the good cards? Bar the 8 of clubs. Oh, I suppose you take the 8 of spades as well. You get my point.
We are watching one of the most interesting hands I have seen all year.
Yes, M3.
Big stacking.
A reminder, guys, of how this one went down. Opened by Ivanov with kings in early position. Flatted 8s, Turin, and Nakjavani in the big blind with the king 9 off. Completed. Board 10-10-7, 2 clubs here. Checks round to the original raiser. He bet out a very small bet. Turin decided to go for a bit of a clicky, find out where I am sort of raise. And Nakjavani, sort of with spider senses, recognizing that nobody really has a 10 and maybe, just maybe, he could represent one. Goes for this bet to 435k.
Any
And
show?
it works.
Okay. 10. Look.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
10. Of course 10.
Of course, 10.